Maybe.
Quite possibility of it.
I got it. So last time on Dragon's Ball H, because we're at Heavensward, we attempted this, but several things went wrong. You disconnected off the face of the internet, and I didn't have my New Game Plus up when we first queued, so it booted me out. So it didn't register that I completed this, but it registered that you completed it. So now we're like off the track.
Yeah, even though I wasn't even there for half the dungeon.
I was communicating with our poor tank and healer, and I was like, this really big storm knocked it out, and I pretty much said, like, it's totally okay if you want to, like, boot him and get somebody else. Like, I don't know when he's gonna be back, but they were totally cool. They were like, nah, we'll just wait around. It's not one of those dungeons that you need, like, a lot of people for.
True, thank God. I felt so bad.
Yeah, and then I hit a button on my console, and then I DC'd. And so just those two people in there going, they both are gone. So I'm glad that wasn't actually recorded, because it wasn't going to go in the highlight reel other than for laughs.
Luckily, I do have the at last stream still up on. Well, maybe.
For as
For right
much
now,
as
as
we
I
could
say
possibly
this.
record.
In the future, it may not be there. But right now, as I say it, it's here.
Yeah, we might have to delete that one, because it's like, how many minutes were we allowed to record until it...
I think it has like 12 minutes on it. And half of it was just us waiting to get into the dungeon.
Mm-hmm. I don't really remember what we were talking about. Yeah, Zuya is in Ishgard right now. She's just like, call me when you need me. Like, I'll buy groceries or something. She's not there.
But yeah, the whole sole reason of why we're in this apparently like toxic area for my Wi-Fi is we gotta find a way to get get past the barrier. Etheric ram thing that she knows how to make that made everyone in Charlian go, "You're kind of weird." So now we must get the book.
The book's like a diagram, right?
Have Louis Swall's butt.
Louis Swall's butt.
Well, that was
just
actually
a picture of a butt. Like, it's a quicker day to queue.
I know. The stars are aligned.
Okay. The lore behind the actual library is that... Wait, why did they move a bunch of shit over from Charlatan to this Charlatan? Only to be like, it's forbidden, we're gonna lock it up?
Yeah, and isn't that why Matoya's here still? Because she guards it?
I think so, or... I mean, mostly she stayed behind because she wanted to say fuck you to the forum, and that's a good enough reason to stay in my book to be like... The guy is a huge fan. She's like, you stayed here simply because of spite? Like, relatable. Matoya is a being that is motivated and fueled purely on spite, and that's why she's the best character in the game.
Ooh.
I'm sitting over here trying to do my rotation from Endwalker, and I'm like, what do I even do with this?
What's Endwalker?
See, is like from the future already. She's just like, well, it's where, and then everything that comes out of her mouth is like bleeps.
Well, you see, it all started when, and then she, and then you had to sideways.
I'm trying to think of something where that's actually applicable to the latest expansion. But, I can't think of anything.
This is Thancred. Sentient inkhorn. You know, when you want your ink to be sentient.
Yeah, I don't know why all of this stuff came to life. Like, somebody's magic project just, like, fermented.
It's Matoya's fight.
Matoya's just like, you know what? This acorn.
This acorn.
It's like, no longer will you be allowed to dip your pen into this. No more shall man be able to dip this pen. Henceforth, they shall use pencils. There you go, that's an Endwalker spoiler. Try to figure that one out.
From here on out, he shall write.
He shall write. Can I? Oh my gosh.
I can already say that I have improved from last time.
Well, we got to the first boss. Wait, when did you see things? Was it the second boss?
It was like literally right after this. And I was lagging so hard that I was still in all the purple goo.
Words of Winter. See, I figure this book is probably like Game of Thrones or something. That's what it is. We're getting attacked by some Charlene student's copy of Game of Thrones.
The parody version. Kind of like with Final Fantasy 15, where you get the happy ending, but it's in a book.
Oh no, the tank. Well, it didn't die mid-turn.
Oh wow. Works for me. It's just a flesh wound for him. I read their name as Spandex.
Spandex. I don't know what a spandex is, other than it's whatever this is. You little gremlins that hate you and tell you they drink all your Pepsi and call you like hate crimes.
Yeah, literally.
Gremlins in this universe look like little tiny monkeys, and they insult you and your mother and your cow.
And it's like, you're still not mad at them because you're so cute.
I can't remember, is it this dungeon or the one? I'm pretty sure you can like see dialogue bubbles above their heads as they say insulting words. So the thing about this dungeon and then like the hard mode dungeon is there was a new thing introduced, because like what does the healer have on there? Is it
misery?
Yeah, they inflict misery because I guess lore-wise right now they're shouting insults at us. Like, yeah, okay, so he's this idiot half-wit. Yeah, they're sometimes like, you have to, they don't say it out loud, you have to look and see the little bubbles that appear above their faces. That's the only way you know. But it causes the debuff misery on your character. And I still to this day don't know of any other mechanic, but you can actually go to your emote and hit comfort on whoever has the misery one, and you can emote comfort at them and it will take away the debuff. And that was like really unique back in the day. We'd never seen anything like that.
Made the emotes be a mechanic too.
I know, it's like, it's not necessary, like, you don't have to, it's just like a fun little, I guess, sort of Easter egg about the dungeon. Cause, you can survive with misery on, it's not going to do much to affect gameplay. But if you're just one of those players where you're like, I just want to take off the misery, you can just hit comfort. But I don't really know if it shows up in many other places in the game.
I know the Lost City of Vandeport did it once.
Where you could do the comfort emote, or was it a different emote?
You can do comfort. Yeah, I think it was the hard mode version.
Yeah, which I think also showed up in Heavensward, wasn't it?
I think so,
or
yeah.
Was it like a level 60 dungeon?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, got it. Turn to page 64, Harry. There's oil everywhere.
Yeah, I like that that's the Minotaur here. At least I think that's what they would consider a Minotaur in this game. He's like, he's only angry because we're ruining the books. He's not really that evil. He's just a very serious librarian. Really, this dungeon's kind of short compared to others.
I remember back in the day, it always felt long, but I think it's just because we're able to, like, go through the monsters quickly now.
Yeah. So, are we like the first adventurers to be in this library in like 15 years?
Yeah, I think so.
And like...
What do we do? We desecrate it.
Well, Matoya gave us the go-ahead, so...
So, like, go ahead. I don't really give a shit.
I mean, Charlene kind of like left this knowing that it was gonna go to ruin. And that's what they wanted. They don't care about preserving what's in here, they just want nobody to have access to it. Ooh, a door. It's a
an angry lunchbox!
Angry lunchbox. Yeah, I don't quite get what this boss is. Like, he's the guardian of the entire library, and he's
the guardian of the etheric realm.
he's a giant lunchbox book, like the ever-living bibliotaph. Okay.
Try saying that 3 times.
Charlene's a piece of work. They're like, let's leave this as our guardian. He's literally just a giant book.
I'll just take that Volmo. Heck yeah.
Usually that mechanic requires a lot of coordination, because you need to pretty much go up in 2s. But it doesn't always go that way. Usually like 3 people will stick together and it's like, okay, can't get all of them. Yeah, this one would go as a group.
Pop that sprint. I'm glad Largus had to do one more kick as he walked past the boss.
Just one good luck kick. Yeah, if you don't get those seals, it starts summoning Void Scent. At which I go, is there actually a Void Scent in here? Or just with Charlene and like Void Scent? They're supposed to be the good guys, not summoning Void Scent.
Oh, good for the lunchbox. He has 2 pierced nose.
Very aesthetic. I like that you look very, very serious, and then at the last second, Warrior of Light's like, I want to be happy. You know, like...
Hell yeah. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Sage.
The universal thank you is jumping up and down twice. That's how you do it without emotes.
So unfortunately, since I glitched out of non-existence in our last stream, there's a cutscene that I do end up missing. Just for like...
I'm looking at it right now. You're getting one of your Heidelin crystals back.
Yeah, I think there's like one more that we still need.
Yeah, there's one that's still dead. So as we know from like other cutscenes, we've been slowly getting back our connection to Heidelin. I like that you always clutch your chest like, oh, I'm having a heart attack. Like, even though for the most part, most people with the echo, like, more like clutch their head or something because... Or
it's like, today's the day! And it's like, damn it, it's just a fucking crystal.
Warrior of Light always has to go, is this heart attack or is Heidelin calling me? Like, I need to know. Oh, and then there's just a glint on the floor, and then there's the book.
There's
magically. The book, the very book you were looking for. You didn't have to look on all the shelves or anything, like...
It was just flat on the floor from Lunchbox. Either that, or that's where Matoya said, fuck it, and just threw it.
The Lunchbox ate the book, so we had to beat up the Lunchbox so that he'd spit out the book. And then it's magically a whole entire diagram on how to make an etheric ram, and you're like, wow, this is exactly what we need in order to get to Ozzy's Law. Alright, gotta head back to Matoya's cave. Yeah, Ziyaya has to fly all the way from the library to the cave now, because Lorna's gonna say that she was the one who picked up the book, and Larks was like, forgetful, and didn't
Larks like, why were we here again?
She's already left. Alright. Oh yeah, this is one of the situations where we're in the room, but we can't see each other.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got a highlight on mine.
Let's see if Y'shtola says anything.
You have the tome, yes? Hurry and show it to Matoya that I might be free of her stifling attention. She's just like, I wanna be gone. This grandma visit has gone on for too long. She's been feeding us too much
We've been in here for 1 whole week. Where the fuck have you guys been?
Thornton's already captured Ishgard. It's all done. It's over with. Bad end.
And it's the ultimate version, too.
It's now Thornton on...
Let's see, what does Alfino say?
At the studium, I had the good fortune to be tutored by some of the finest scholars in Charlayan. I thought you went to high school. Or was it college? It was college.
Christian PSR.
I guess he got to be tutored by some of the finest scholars, and he also got to go to the public college. Got both of them. I can safely say, however, that Master Matoya exceeds them all. How I should have liked to listen to her arguing with my grandfather. Not the other stuff she mentioned, but just them having scholarly discussions.
You like crust on your PBJ, Louis? So get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's what Alfino was like.
On your Archon loaf? How dare you get the crust?
Okay. Louis was like, everybody knows the crust's the best part of the Archon loaf.
That's what made her stay here. She goes, that's it. I've had enough of this place.
And this is what brought Louis Swa back. He's like, Matoya.
I took off my crust.
Like, the biggest... We're making like the biggest ship that never happened in here, and I'm like, damn. I gotta get out my fanfiction book and start writing this down. The Matoya Louis Swa fanfiction.
Versus the Archon loaf.
Louis Swa came back to Eorzea not just to save us from Bahamut, but because he needed to tell Matoya that he now cuts off the crust on his PBJ.
The power was when he stopped Bahamut, he used the Archon loaf with crust on it. Just
And Matoya's like, you bastard!
You motherfucker!
Oh boy.
Oh god. Okay, Matoya.
I'm gonna choke on my water. No.
I take it you found the tome. Well, let's see it then. Well, it's a research compiled by Matoya on a device known as an etheric converger.
The control panel.
Aye, this is it, alright. Stola! Boy! Put down whatever you're doing and come here. They're literally just standing right there.
They're literally like just doing nothing. They're like, what? We gotta stop doing nothing? That's my favorite activity.
Zuya and her butler have returned with the tome.
So you guys, like, it was mostly, I had to pick that up off the floor. It was dirty, by the way.
While Larks was skipping away.
Alright. Y'shtola. Oh, thank the gods. But another minute under Master Matoya's exciting supervision, exacting supervision, and I would have certainly lost my mind, or mayhap merely my temper. Something's never change indeed. Well, I, for one, appreciate the exacting supervision. I never get supervised by adults. Adults usually let me run around and do whatever I want, including making shady organizations which topple governments.
Everyone else was so busy just drawing butts at the rising stones.
They're like, do you think we need to check up on Alfino? And they're like, do you think this butt looks good?
Everyone's like, Minfilia, should we go check on Alfino? And she goes, for who? You mean Alize? Alize's fine.
Alize's fine. It's like she's getting beaten up by Bahamut right now.
She's getting
like,
blown up.
Fine. She's getting fine.
She's like, we get blown up every Tuesday. Now help me draw this butt.
Minfilia's like, I don't think I made this cheek round enough. What do you think?
Is it anaconda-y or is it more boa constricting?
This is what really happened at the Scion headquarters, and this is why they are all gone now. We have Y'shtola and Urianger left. Who else? Tataru.
And Urianger right now is kind of sus, so it's like,
Right now, Urianger is... Yeah, he's not making sense, and his butts are looking... He's drawing flat asses, not bubble butts.
That's when we know he turned to the dark side.
Everybody's like, why are you drawing flat asses? And he's just like, it's my artistic vision.
He turns around like, what'd you say about flat assians?
It's like Urianger's blue period, but it's like his flat ass period, you know? He's just like, I don't know, I just need to draw, and I need to draw specifically flat asses. We're getting too sidetracked by the fucking butts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Alfino, yeah, I need adult supervision. In the short while we've been here, I feel like I've gained a far better understanding of arcane entities than I did my entire time at the studio. Probably because I was too busy drawing pictures of butts. Matoya won't allow us to draw butts here, so we couldn't have that distraction. Should the opportunity present itself, I should very much like to employ this knowledge for the betterment of mankind. Create a new variety of carbuncle, perhaps. Oh god, he's on his carbuncles again.
Quit talking about carbuncles over there and don't get your head of yourself, boy. Louis Sua's grandson or no, I'll take another decade under me before you can call yourself a scholar. And a deal more than that to make you a scholar worth a damn.
Wow. Zia's like, Matoya, can you marry me?
Everyone's sitting there and they're just like, wow, that was flying like a bird. This is the moment Alfredo's like, man, I am trash.
Zia looks up at Matoya, she's got those little star pupils in her eyes. She's just like, oh. Well, as you may have gathered, Master Matoya is not easily impressed. Indeed. So, Larks and Zia have returned with the tome, have they not? Shall we examine it and keep the conversation off of me? I only like conversations when they're good about me.
Let's see, an eye for Etha. Matoya's gaze is firmly grasped upon the tome.
Firmly grasp it.
I had not thought to behold this tome again.
Oh, she actually sounds excited.
And she's budgeted.
Voice acting budget. She doesn't even read it. She just...
I'm just gonna electrocute it. Now no one will know about it. And everyone's like, no!
There. artifact is deciphered. Now your friend should be able to make sense of the contents.
We have to, like, decipher it. She has to break the code.
11111.
That said, it's one thing to understand the workings of the etheric converger, and another to actually make it work. You do realize how much ether is required?
Sid is keenly aware of the energy dilemma. His airship is by no means large, and it can only bear a limited quantity of crystals.
If only we had white auracite in the etheric siphon.
Alas, Minfilia is missing along with both artifacts, and Moonbreeder is gone.
Would that there were another ready wellspring of energy for us to draw upon.
Why did it not occur to us before? We already have what we need. The Eye!
Oh no.
It has been drawing ether into itself for as long as the Great Worms have lived. It is a veritable wellspring of energy.
It might just suit our needs. But is this energy something that can be harnessed at will?
I believe so, with the aid of the Azure Dragoon of Ishgard.
Oh great, happy boy.
Then it is settled.
It's like,
Let's
when in
return
doubt,
to
get
the
out the
Holy
fucking
See at
eyeball, I
once.
guess. That's not creepy.
What's the worst could happen? Casting it into the abyss or something? I'll never do that.
Stola, wait. When did the light fade from your eyes?
I might have known that it would not escape your notice. It has been this way since I returned from the life stream. An after effect of the teleportation magic I invoked, most like.
They are called forbidden spells for a reason. What were you thinking, girl?
I have no regrets. I but did what was necessary to preserve the light of hope, to keep my promise to Minfilia. Besides, it afforded me the rare opportunity to wander the ether, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I need not tell you that it consumes your very life force to see by sensing the ether around you. Take care of yourself. Do you hear me?
I will, Master Matoya. And thank you.
Y'shtola does it for research.
Y'shtola was like, I'll do what I want.
But I also like that sentiment that she said that she did it, one, for academic research, but she also did it because she wants to keep her promise to Minfilia, which I think is probably the most sweetest things. Because all Minfilia wants is just peace in the world, and for them to follow her all the way to, like, hell and back almost kind of says a lot. Not just as a leader, but also as a friend.
But yeah, because the Scions, I mean, they're very, when they signed up for the program, they meant it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? This wasn't for glory, this wasn't for cash, this wasn't for anything. This was because they believed in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they believed in Minfilia. They also believed in Louisoix, so the only way they can keep going is just forward with their promises.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's the first hint we get that Y'shtola's sight is gone. Because I think she's hiding it right now. She's trying to hide it from everybody. I don't know if at some point she just comes out and says it. I don't remember.
I can't either. But it also shows the repercussions of what she did. and the fact that her teleportation magic swept her and Thancred. And so it's just like, if this happened to her, what's happened to Thancred then?
Yeah, we still have no idea where he is. He wasn't in the live stream, so he obviously got teleported where she didn't. So she was able to teleport him, but she got stuck in the live stream. So
now
he's somewhere.
gods know where he is.
He's he got transported to a party train.
Oh god.
And, it's on the other side of the world right now, so he's been trying to buy a plane ticket home.
He got teleported into a butt.
That's quite a butt.
It's a big butt. Let's see. What do you have to say, Y'shtola?
As if you could conceal it from her of all people. Pray me no mind. I was but thinking aloud. She's like, no, nothing's wrong here. No.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, I do like that maybe everybody's being polite, but it's like Y'shtola's eyes are completely white now, and nobody's like been like, why are your eyes white?
They're not thinking about her eyes, they're thinking about Nidhogg's eyes.
Yeah, I like that our solution to our problems is always like, let's take out this big juicy eyeball out of Estinian's pocket. Like, let's just use the eye. There's absolutely nothing disgusting about just taking out an eyeball.
Right.
Well, thanks to your customarily heroic efforts, we now possess the knowledge to build an etheric ram. I thought it was going to be shaped like the animal ram, not the other thing, so I'm a little bit disappointed. But all that remains is to secure an energy source. So let us hasten back to Ishgard and consult Sir Aymeric regarding the eye. Like, it's like, not Estinian, but
we don't care about Estinian's opinion, we care about Aymeric's opinion. And you know, that's fair.
Yeah, because you know all Aymeric has to do is be like, Estinian, can you do this? And he's like, fine.
Whereas we asked Estinian, he would be like grumbling, and that's all we would get.
Aymeric's just like, I did give you that piece of paper, and he's like, I know, the piece of paper that says I get to do what I want.
The eye's got pocket link on it. Yeah, it probably does. What a rare occurrence. Aymeric is not in his office.
Yeah, he's actually outside of his office, just standing. Like...
menacingly.
We just...
Oh.
Do we got voice acting?
No.
Oh. Alfino walks up to the table. Ah, you are returned. I wasn't just standing here waiting for the Warrior of Light to just, happen to walk in or anything. Sir Aymeric, yes, that's kind of weird that you were just standing here. I'm pleased to see that your recovery proceeds apace. May I introduce Y'shtola, a fellow scion of the Seventh Dawn and Archon of Charlayan. And he's like, why are her eyes white?
And everyone's like, what?
Were they always like that? And they're like, well, now that you mention it. Okay. My lord, pray excuse me for foregoing due pleasantries, but we seek your counsel regarding the etheric ram. It's not an animal ram before you suggest anything. Though we now possess the knowledge to build such a device, we lack an appropriate energy source of which to power it. We believe, however, that Ishgard may possess the solution to our problem. It requires a body part.
And Mert's like, I will sacrifice myself. And they're like, no, 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 no.
You need not apologize, my lady. Full eager am I to learn of your progress. Please, tell me of this energy source that you believe we possess. And it's like, well, you know the thing that Estinian keeps in his butt pocket all the time? Where is Estinian, by the way?
Probably screaming at a clock.
Aymeric's like, oh, I don't ever keep track of that shit. And And you are certain that the eye can lend its power to Master Matoya's etheric converger? At Estinian's command, yes. He does have command over the eye, right? It's not like he's ever lost control of it before. And Amric's just like shoving some documents aside, like, no, I've never gotten a report from Alberic or anything. It's fine. Very well, I shall speak with him. Everybody knows that he only half listens to me, and that's more than any of you guys. My thanks, Sir Amric. He only offers me a juice box and tells me to sit down. Nay, my friend, 'tis I should be thanking you, as should every Ishgardian. You labor in our name with nary a cause for your own safety. It's not like we don't put ourselves in dangerous situations regardless, Amric. Let us next speak with Sid. He will doubtless be eager to begin work on the etheric rayon.
Sure.
Nod our head, yes. I like that we got in.
They don't even say goodbye to Amber, they just walk away.
Just like he's got it.
We got what we want, let's leave.
We got like invigorating Ishgard music in the background as we talk to him.
See, what do you gotta say, Amric?
I shall personally relay your proposal to Estinian. It's like, why can't we just talk to him directly? We got Sid to talk to. If that which you ask is possible, you may rest assured of his cooperation. I will make him this time. He's like, you gotta do it. My thanks again.
Oh boy.
I don't want to talk to Lucy or handle it.
Oh, was she? Oh, Lucy was there? Oh.
Do you not even see them?
I did,
We're not even going to say hello, and they're like, oh, the Warrior of Light doesn't like us. Oh gosh, I'm Lucia, alright? I'm all the hot people. I am glad that you and yours are safe. I'm going back to standing in this spot now.
Well, let's see what handle this. The heretics erected the greatest havoc in Foundation. In war, it is inevitably the weak in Palace who are made to suffer most of all. Oh, well, there goes my smile.
That's pretty bleak. It's like, okay, bye. We just leave after he says that.
It's like, yeah.
Okay, we gotta go to Stefanovin's place, so bye. Oops, I went to the broom. Shit.
Oh wait,
So
no,
it's like,
it's at the airship landing.
Oh, they're not doing the Sky Steel Factory? Oh, you're right, I don't see it. Airship.
Stefan's like, I need Stefanovin time.
Stefanovin's like, get out of my workshop, I need me time.
They're like, but this etheric ram. They're like, he's like, what?
I'm about to ram something if you don't leave.
He's like, I do like ramming.
Everybody knows the Hollandars are celibate, though, so.
Oh, I love this guy's name. Nortal Champs.
Nortal Champs. Okay, I think it's Notre Champ. I think Notre Champ is how you probably pronounce it close to the French, but I always want to call him like Nortal Champs.
Nortal Champs Holiday Inn.
Very, very butchering of his name. I just want to call him Champ.
What's up, Champ? Well, most folk know Master Garland as a genius inventor.
That's not very French of you.
It's only when you come to work for him that you realize he's a goddamn taskmaster. Just don't tell him I said that, even though he's right next to me.
It's just like, I heard everything. He's like looking at both of you, like, I'm right here as you're having this conversation.
He's like, airship, exclamation point.
He's thinking about airships right now.
What up, Wedgers?
A bit of sleep deprivation for me, I suppose, but if it does, well, then I'll have all the sleep I want, and the joke will be on Biggs.
Let's see. Well, what do you think? Looks like a different ship, doesn't she? We added
I
hot
don't
flames
know.
to it.
Yeah, there's like Hot Wheel flames on it. Like it's a whole new ship. We put on Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels like stickers on it.
Okay.
I guess did they paint it blue or was it always blue?
It's always
I don't...
blue, but I think the hull of it has been improved.
Oh
And
yeah,
I think
it
an
looks more
extra, and I think the Hot Wheels
Ishgard.
balloon was added to it.
I just wanted to be like, it's a whole new ship. It's like all they did was just put decals on
They
it.
just put a flame on it.
It'll make it go faster. That's the rule.
God. Oh, Sid, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to deal with this.
Ah, you're back. The preliminary work on the Enterprise is more or less finished. Tell me you found a way to build that etheric ram, because I need to ram something really fast, and Nero isn't here. Greetings, Sid. It has been a while.
Who are you?
He's like, I don't remember who you are. I've had a lot of memory problems. This tome contains the fruits of my former master's research on a device known as an etheric converger. Our RAM should operate on the self-same principle. He's like, there's just a lot of drawings of butts in here. Where are my manners? Put a toy like this in my hand and I go off on my own, or go off in my own world. He's just like, oh, that's a nice butt. That's a good butt. Gods, it's good to see you again. And bearing a gift besides. A very distracting one, if I might add. I just said that. If I didn't know any better, I'd think it was my name day. What is my name day, by the way? I've forgotten. I don't know when my own name day is.
And someone in the background says Nero's birthday, and said like, "Yep, that's my birthday."
Yeah, and then he just like steals Nero's birthday. But there will be a time for tearful reunions later. I'll make a start on the tome right away. So long as I have a grasp of the fundamentals, I should be able to knock something together. Which leaves the small matter of the energy source. And then we go, yeah, we're gonna get an eyeball. He's like, a what?
What? It's like that meme of the girl. The what?
The what? You mean a juicy eyeball? We believe we have found a solution to that problem as well. It's a body part. Oh, here. I forgot he's red. Pray forgive our lateness. I tripped and Estinian had to help me up, and suddenly we were in a closet, and I just don't know. Anyways.
The power of the eye is not to be drawn upon lightly, but I believe we have sufficient cause to do so. Everyone, look at my ball.
And your stool is like, I can't see.
Because it's so small.
He's like, I was expecting it to be bigger.
Yeah, you
So
did look
this
like a
is
person who would drive a Corvette.
So this is the fabled eye. By the 12, it seeds.
Oh.
Ishtal is like, are you sure this isn't really badly written fan fiction here?
And they're like, no, it's Heavensward. They're like, oh, okay.
'Tis a wonder such power can be contained, much less controlled. Stains like, I have never once lost control. I never once. Ask anybody. Boys, our friends have kindly provided us a writhing, seething eyeball. Wonderful. It's like all my name days have come at once.
On my birthday, not Nero's.
Yeah, it's my birthday, not Nero's birthday. Let's see if we can't make something out of them. A whole eyeball. Everybody's like a whole eyeball.
You heard the chief. Would not rest until the etheric ram is operational. Not one wink of sleep.
Cart chocobo.
Bye. Even then, we're just like, okay, we're going bye later. Does anyone know how to say goodbye to each other in Eorzea?
No. Hey, Rick's like, now if you excuse me, I'm going to get a lot of rest with the Azure Dragoon.
Oh, they're just right here.
Oh, they're just hanging out. Averick's like, I want to look at the airship.
Oh, Yustola's down here. Oh, I'll start with Yustola. Here's your screen time, Yustola.
She's like, thank you, I hate it. I know not of the Archbishop and his knights, save which you have told me. But if they truly possess the power of Primals and the secrets of Azizla, they are dangerous foes indeed. Which is why we should probably never have a future where they, you know, somehow stay in Azizla for too long and get a hold of Azizla technology. That would be pretty awful, but that's not happening, right?
Alright.
Now we must spare no preparation. Which is why I'm going to stand here and do nothing. Estinian, why haven't you taken a bath?
I like the smell of dragon.
Okay, we're moving on. See, I was like, I didn't ask, I buy.
Azure wings to bear us to the final battle. I must admit, there is poetry to it.
Wow. He knows poetry. You can read?
Roses are red, violets are blue, Amerg's butt is blue, how about you?
Well, I mean, you gotta say that is poetry.
Amerg's like, did you hear that poetry just a second ago?
Amerg's like, oh, wow, amazing. You're just like, oh, jeez.
Amazing.
Ishgard is doomed.
Maybe we're on the wrong side.
Yeah, Suya is like, are you sure we want to help them out? Suya is like, I was totally ready to side with Nidhogg all the way back then, and now our opportunity is lost, so. It goes without saying that the Temple Knights will bear the costs of all work on the Enterprise. Also, I am now your sugar daddy, so yeah, deal with that. If you need anything, like you need to pay for any sort of croissant in this city, just come to me. I have a wallet. Would that we could contribute more to the cause. So you guys like, Amer, can you buy me a bunch of tea and stuff? I like that he didn't have any conversation with anybody.
Oh, he does.
He's just here. Oh, yeah. He's like, hello, I'm NPC.
Hour of departure. Alfino has a final task for you before departing for... Of course he does.
One more thing. Given the danger of the task that lies before us, I think it's only right that we take a moment to bid our friends and allies farewell.
Oh, who cares?
You were just saying that nobody knows how to say goodbye in Ish.
You're right. I mean, Tataru's fine. She's drinking alcohol out of people's belly buttons. She's fine.
She's just partying up and having a rave every day.
She's the one having the true Heavensward party.
Alas, Sid requires my assistance with Master Batoya's rather singular writings. Might I entrust the task of visiting those who remain behind to you? Really, Alfino just wants to stay behind and stand around doing nothing like Aemeric and is staying on her. Aemeric's like, I'm the first one you chose to say goodbye to? I'm honored. So the hour is nigh. Would that I could join you in the coming battle, but with my wounds, I'm still like bleeding profusely, and yet I'm still standing there. I fear I would only burden you. In consorting with the Asians and availing himself of primal powers, my father made himself an enemy of all that is good and right in this world. That's really charged.
Yeah. That was daddy issues.
That he's just like, well, he's dead to me now. Do whatever you must to end his madness. May the Fury watch over you. So you guys, like, he gave us permission, Larks. He gave us, this is permission. I'm going to go ape shit. She's like, I'm gonna go ape shit on his deck. You do not give Zuyaya permission to kill. Ooh. Now he gets to die extra.
So Lucia, Hilda, and Tataru. Okay.
I like that we're like, we should probably talk to Hilda. Most people probably forget about her.
Yeah, let's go to Hilda first.
Hell yeah. She's my favorite.
I love Hilda.
When she came on screen with that hair, I was like, whoo, I'm in love with you. Do we care about the guys?
Who? Oh, them?
They have names?
Yes.
They have names.
Simon, you stand.
God, how do you pronounce your name? Udistan?
Utstan. It's Sim. Slurpin'
That's all he says.
Well,
were you the guys and I'm Hilda? I'm Hilda, right?
I can't remember. It's been a while.
I think you were Hilda because I was Lucia.
Okay, I can voice her, it's fine. Well, if it ain't my two friends, Zuya and Larks, off to face the Archbishop and his cronies, is it? Well, I'd love to go and give those bastards a good walloping myself. That Snake Charmer especially. But I've got to stay here and keep an eye on things. I don't like Charmander. Bulbasaur's my favorite.
She's a Bulbasaur trainer. She would be.
With the Archbishop gone, some of the poor folk might get in their heads to do something stupid like, I don't know, like storming the pillars or like, I don't know, causing a revolution. But blood won't get us what we want, and I need to be around to remind them in case they forget. No need to worry about us anyway. I'll work with Sir Aymeric to preserve the peace. You just concentrate on selling the score with the Archbishop, eh? I heard his beard's ugly.
So yeah, like his beard is ugly.
No, they're just like, we'll keep it safe, I promise.
No. One of them's got it. One of them's got sound like Tristan Taylor from Yu-Gi-Oh! The Bridge series.
My voice gives me super strength. I miss Foofaloopo.
No, you don't. That ruined your vocal cords like no other.
It did. My voice hurt the next day.
Lucia.
What?
Oh wow. Does she bend down as far for you? Because she gets like down on the floor just
she got on the floor and I was like, she's either starting to twerk or she's proposing to me.
She's proposing. This is it then. Will go well, my friend. I shall pray to the Fury for your preservation. Mayhap you think it strange that a daughter of Garlemald should pray. I do not blame you. I used to think it passing strange myself, and then I converted to Catholicism, because that is the way. And you were like, okay. But that all changed when I discovered something dearer to me than mine own life. Therefore, after, praying seemed the most natural thing in the world. That's what we do here in Ishgard. We just pray, so. Prayers are born of heartfelt faith. In manipulating the people's beliefs for his own twisted ends, the Archbishop makes a mockery of their very existence. It cannot be borne. And that's all I'm going to say.
Bye!
Bye. See, I was like, man, if you stay at Ishgard for too long, you just convert to Catholicism. That's just Catholicism. You're just that. You just become Catholic immediately. Tataru's like, I'm Catholic now. You're like, no, got you. So you're off to face the Archbishop then. Please be careful. And watch over the others, will you? You know Alfie. You know how Alfredo gets. He thinks he's tough, but he's not. He can't even take one shot. We're like, Tataru, he's underage. She's like, I don't care. We've lost too many friends as it is. Some may yet return to us, but I couldn't bear to lose anyone else. I just couldn't. I realize it's asking a lot, but you're the strongest person I know, and I don't think there's anything you can't achieve if you put your mind to it.
Like that girl that jumped off the stairs just there.
Yeah, like I just saw you, and it was usually, you just did that a few moments ago. You jumped off the balcony and didn't break anything, like, whoa. So please, whatever else happens, keep everyone safe. I'm going back to my shots now.
Oh, we gotta say goodbye to Dadmont. Oh.
The
That's
only
the
father
hardest one.
figure that Warrior of Light should have is just that one.
Would I like to go inside? Yes, I do. I very much would like that. Because I just need to talk to the one, the only House 4 manservant.
This is my emotional support. It's my emotional support father. Okay. Mr. Suya and Master Shallow. Is that what you say, Master Shallow? Okay. I was like, is he calling you Lurks? How good of you to pay me a visit. Maybe we have voice acting now. And I can speak properly. Nope.
Nope.
This strange woman's voice is going to come out of my mouth instead. It feels as if it were only yesterday when we first met here in this chamber. In fact, I'm pretty sure by Square Enix's standards, this did just happen yesterday,
Yeah.
but not in my fanfiction, so... I can't believe you walked up and down a mountain 4 times in one day. You came to us a fugitive seeking asylum, and now you bear the hopes of our nation upon your shoulders. And you're gonna kill the Pope, that's pretty neat. Please kill him, he killed my son, so...
Oh. Oh. Oh.
It's like, if this is a gift, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Please. He would not have told you, but when Hautrefant begged me to accept you into our household, he described you as hope incarnate. At the time, I assumed that he was waxing lyrical and he was very horny, but as was his wont.
He also said it was a sexy hope incarnate too, and I didn't know what that meant.
He said you looked really good in jeans. I don't know what that means, but I'm not going to think too hard. But I have come to see that he simply spoke the truth. And I do think you would look good in jeans, so... You are hope. A shining beacon that shall guide the people of Ishgard through the raging snowstorm. A memento. Were my son here, he would have wished to fight at your side in the battle to come. Take care, my friend, and return to us.
Oh. I'm sad.
Let's just go talk to Alvino now. We're just gonna talk to Alvino.
That was still like the hardest part of Heavensward was watching Hautrefant's death. That was just awful.
This is hard. It's even Dadmon. Dadmon deserves a lot better.
Yeah, I think that's what hurts even more.
Every time I have to come back to talk to him, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna start crying.
What's up, punk?
He's like, I'm sorry, what is that word? I don't understand that word. What sort of dialect is that? Count Edmont bequeathed to you Lord Hawcherford's shield. A noble gesture. We bear the hopes and dreams of full many souls. Let their faith in us be a source of strength and courage as we face our remaining trials.
The first flight of the Excelsior.
Excelsior, engage!
Oh god. The game will. Oh my god.
Work on the Enterprise is nearly complete. Let Yistola know to make ready. Like, you can't just shout from her just a few distance away. Like,
Yistola, get your ass on the ship!
We're leaving!
She's like, I'm blind, not deaf.
They're like, what? What did you mean? She's like, never mind.
She's like, I'm deaf, not blind.
Until but recently, the Ishgardians have kept their doors firmly shut to outsiders.
Oh, now we got voice acting.
But thanks to you, we have found in them stout allies with whom we may fight to secure the future of the realm. Truly, you are the beacon of hope towards which all men are drawn.
Spare us the hyperbole. 'Tis not for praise that we fight.
Oh? In light of all we have achieved, I felt it only meet to express my gratitude.
All that we have achieved. Spoken like a true outsider. Until the war is over, we have achieved nothing. The coming battle is a chance to excise the root of this conflict. And by my hand it shall be done. Then you may speak of achievement.
'Twas not mine intent to make light of your struggle. If I have given offense, then I apologize. But if I may speak freely, you would do well to be wary of the eye. Even now, it burns with insatiable hatred, watching unblinking for a sign of weakness. Should you falter for so much as a moment, it will surely consume you.
Save your concern. I will consume the eye ere I let it consume me.
Riku. I mean, Estinian.
I like he's like, I'm gonna take a big, juicy bite out of it before I let it consume me. Oh look! We know this guy.
It's our friend,
like,
question mark.
He's like, who was that grumpy asshole?
Across sand and snow have I journeyed, that I might deliver this gift unto thee.
White Auracite. But whence did it come?
To mine amazement, it lay hid amongst Moonbreeder's last effects. 'Twas but blind chance or providence that I did hap to spy it. Let no man claim that my late friend erred for lack of foresight. In the place whither thou goest, servants of darkness do lie in wait. Pray, give unto me thy pledge that thou wilt strike them down and avenge our fallen comrade.
Huriange shows up at the last minute to give us something extremely useful. Thanks. That which man thinketh a trifle in the having, he mourneth as a treasure in the losing. A tired platitude, but one which shall haunt me until my dying day.
Oh.
Depression's still here. Depression. And speaking of depression, Estinian, do you need a Snickers?
I know, right? He's always mean to ladies.
He's just angry all the time.
The revelations of recent days may have overturned the foundations of my faith, but my purpose remains unchanged, ending this damnable war.
He's like, I went from being angry at Nidhogg to being angry at the Pope now. I think he's very upset still that Honchefont died. Like, I think everybody is.
You still want me to kill your dad? Okay.
Oh. Americ's like, here, I'm going to write you a piece of paper that says you can do whatever you want. And you're like, no, we don't need it. It's fine. He's like, do you want this Werther's? Before he just has a pocket full of, like, candies. He's already grandpa mode. He's like, do you want a Werther's? I can give you one. He's like, we're good. Well, let us go. Ozzy's Law awaits. I can't wait to say engage.
Ah, excellent timing. We've just finished our work on the Enterprise. She's so much improved, I've decided to give her a new name to suit. The Enterprise Excelsior. Or simply the Excelsior if pressed for time.
In which we never call it Enterprise
she'll
ever
carry
again.
Eorzea's protectors into battle. All aboard!
Well, I like that Edmont just like showed
Yeah, he
up.
just like teleported.
He just blip and he's here. He's like, whoa, okay. He's like, I know teleport
I can
too.
do no more than see you off with prayers for your safety and success. Yet know that wheresoever you may go, my son's spirit goes with you. May the Fury grant you strength.
Return to us, all of you.
Enterprise Excelsior. Engage.
Albion's like, I wanted to do that. Oh, I missed my opportunity. I like that, like, nobody, like... They're all just standing and you're like, nobody's toppling over or anything, or having to brace themselves. They're just like... What they don't know is that we super glued our shoes.
Excelsior glue. And then Sid rams into the vault, and then that's how
It explodes and then the credits roll.
Well, take two.
This is it! Get ready!
Eye of mine enemy, render unto me thy power!
You know, now that he's so bright and shiny and red, he's like a Power Ranger. He's totally in control.
Oh
He's
yeah.
like, oh, he's like, I totally got this, guys. This is not difficult at all. Eyeball beam.
No,
We're gonna pierce him with an eyeball beam.
I am the master.
Oh.
Is this eyeball beam gonna work? Oh, it did.
We're through!
Oh no.
Da 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 da.
It's the Garleans.
Every time you start hearing the Garlean theme, it's just kind of like the
Holy
Star
shit,
Wars.
that ship is huge. Are we
Yeah,
sure
kinda...
we're the Excelsior? I kind of feel like it's them.
Chief,
Sid's like, don't worry, I'm a Garlean and I'm tiny,
and
so...
it's bleeding massive.
Oh shit.
Damn it! The bastards were waiting for us to open the door for them.
All according to plan.
I'm gonna try to shake them. Hang on to something. We're all going to die! Tataru! She won't take much more of this!
I think my camera glitched because it just zoomed in on his boobs.
The time
No,
has
the same
come
thing
to use
happened to
Hydaelyn's
mine.
gift.
Oh, Giselle.
Much
She's
blood
like,
has
I
been spilled
too
in my
am a
name.
warrior of light.
And for what? For a false cause that I created for want of the warmth of companionship. Saint Shiva, pray Svelga. Pray forgive this fool. But even now, I cannot let go of my dream. My dream of a tomorrow in which no child need freeze alone in the snow.
They're like, what the hell?
Thank you, Svelga.
Is that Azelle? What does she mean to do?
O goddess, born of mine own hopes and dreams, for the last time, I beseech you. Fill this vessel with your light. Still the hatred within our hearts, and bless us with eternal grace!
They're like, we weren't expecting an ice lady to show up. This was not according to plan.
Holy shit.
Like, holy shit, did you see that? And that's how you take down an Imperial warship. Just the power of a god.
Oh no!
You can't kill a bitch.
Oh no!
Even the baddest bitch. She was the baddest.
Farewell, warrior of light. And thank you for showing me the way.
No!
This ether. It was a crystal of light. She, too, was one of Hydaelyn's chosen.
Fare you well, my lady.
Oh. Oh, that's what hurts me the most, all the way at the end.
It's like, Estinian's like, I just made friends with her. And this is what happens when I make friends. And Heavensward takes another.
First
One
Hodgefont,
more.
now Yazael.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Alright, Wedge, what do you gotta say?
It's just like, I pooped my pants. I wasn't afraid, no, not in the least. I did not poop my pants. Pardon? What smell?
Oh, you were right.
Oh. Dookie flying out of my jeans. Dookie everywhere. Oh god, someone's spilled something down my trousers, that's fine.
Ew.
We're like, okay, and now we're talking to Biggs instead.
Taking on an Imperial battleship by herself. Primal or no, that took some courage. What is all over you, Wedge?
Wedge is like, nothing. Hey, at least Yazael got her final dream, and she got to ride Heavensward at least once.
Yeah, that's the huge thing about it. She must, during this time, she must have went back to Heavensward, and I guess they finally, well, it was in a short story.
Yeah, it's like, wasn't this, I think, illuminated in a story?
Yeah, it was. And I think Heavensward and Yazael finally came to have respect for one another, which I think is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. Yazael's like, I'm sorry, I'm not your wife, I'll never be your wife. And he's like, okay, I understand. Like, a lot of people are thirsty for us dragons, you know, I forgive you. This isn't going to be a thing. And Yazael's like, that's fine, can we be friends? And you see, that's what happens when you get put in the friend zone. You just be like, you know what? This is still okay.
That, and I do feel, especially with people with like the live stream and stuff like that, I do wonder if maybe she is half correct and maybe she could be a reincarnation of Shiva.
But that's the thing, it's not possible because Heavensward swallowed Shiva's soul. They're intertwined together now.
Oh.
That's why their bond was kind of special, because Heavensward gets to be with his beloved Shiva for now and ever. That's what they were afraid of when they first fell in love, because she was mortal. They knew that she was going to die, and probably they don't explicitly talk about this, but it's like she was probably going to get reborn. And that would only hurt Hraesvelgr, knowing that she'd be out there, but it would never be his
Oh,
Shiva
yeah.
ever
That's
again.
true.
So, I mean, the lore says that he ate Shiva. Whatever that means, I think what he did was absorb her ether, and now she lives inside of him as well. But it's not like they can communicate with each other, so he lives kind of a very forlorn existence, knowing that he has his beloved with him the entire time, but she is indeed gone from this world. So...
I guess when Yazael saying she's Shiva Reborn was kind of like more a really bad insult.
Yeah, that's why he got pissed off. He's like, thoughts? You're not my wife. Like, he would know. And it's like, Hraesvelgr would know. He would know immediately that she's not Shiva. And really all Shiva was exactly what Yazael poetically described in that cutscene. That was her wish that no child ever be left alone in the snow, like she was. Because that, in the end, that was her whole motivation. It wasn't really even about, you know, getting to be with Hraesvelgr or being friends with him. It wasn't ever really about that. It was about her wish. She also wanted this war to end. She wanted a better Ishgard. She wanted a better world, and that is what she died for. She died for a better world. Just
now
like Hotchafont did. Just like Hotchafont.
Now we're stuck with brooding elf guy.
You okay?
Though we walked opposing paths, Iceheart was a worthy woman. Her deeds will not soon be forgotten. No, he's not okay.
He's actually not being grumpy for once.
He lost his girlfriend.
Yeah, he's like, oh no. The only woman I'd let smash. The Echo is a gift and a burden both, as you know only too well. Yeah, I like that Y'shtola's just like, wait a minute. I don't think, was she ever involved in a lot of the Shiva stuff?
No, she only knew, I think all of Y'shtola knew of Yazael was that she was one of the first people that was recorded to put a primal in her heart.
Oh yeah. But she was shocked. She's just like, wait a minute, this is also one of Hydaelyn's Warriors of Light?
I think the only person that knew of it was Minfilia and Urianger. Everyone else was just kind of like, we're just gonna go back to drawing butts. So.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's just like Minfilia. Though Minfilia had, like, a very strong connection with Hydaelyn. She could talk with her and everything. I don't know if Yazael ever had that. Yazael could hear Hydaelyn, but Yazael couldn't, like, get any further with Hydaelyn. She just knew that she had something.
Mm-hmm.
Yazael, I cannot believe she's gone. He's not okay either.
Oh, no one's okay.
No one's okay. Because it's like, I don't even know who that was. Who was that? I don't know about you, but I'm glad to be back on solid ground. Even if said ground is floating in the sky. When that Imperial battleship appeared, I honestly thought we were finished. And we would have been, had your friend not arrived when she did. Twelve grant her mercy. Brief though our time together was, Yazael was a true friend, a gentle soul who fought for her beliefs. She would have made a fine scion.
Aww.
What is a scion but one who fights for our cause? Our hopes should survive thanks to her sacrifice. Let that be enough. She gets to be a scion for 1 minute, I decree it. Yet, I cannot help but wonder, how came she to know of our presence here?
From Hraesvelgr, I would wager. He will have felt my channeling of the Eye's power. It would seem they were able to make peace with one another in the end.
She gave her life because she believed in us. We owe it to her to see to our mission through. See that dome-like structure further in? Let's make our way there. I don't know what's in there, but I hope there's snacks. A vending machine, maybe? Since it's like, if only we had an expert in Allegan technology that wasn't Nero. He's just like, it's not Nero. Nero's gonna be so pissed when he finds out, whenever he does, that we literally went to a whole floating city of Allegan structure for our own episode. So guys, like, there's a beach ball over here. Where'd you go, Larks? Did you just fall off the...
No, there's a little ramp right here.
So you guys, like, did you just fall off the edge into the abyss? It's so nice that the Allegans built an aetheryte all the way up here so that we can teleport conveniently back whenever we want.
Oh, yeah. Third Destinian. I sense an ominous presence. Really? On an Allegan an Allegan area, you sense presence.
Heavy though our hearts may be, we must forge on, in the name of those we have lost.
Okay, let's see, Biggs. No, it's still active. All of it.
I think it would fall to the ground if it didn't, right? I don't know. I don't know how this works.
Let's see. Elfino.
Sid is right. We owe it to Yzael to see our mission through. I'm gonna go cry in the corner just for a moment, and I'll be back.
And Wedge.
Crikey. This place is like something out of my dreams. I have changed my clothes. Just to let everybody know.
I'm dry.
I'm dry. And you're like, okay, we didn't need that update. It's fine. The Isle's sentinels don't seem to frequent this area. We should be safe here. But if you walk over there, they're gonna laser you to death, just to let you know. Let's talk strategy, shall we? First, here's some things.
And we will talk about strategy on our next episode.
We've made it here alive, some of us. Unfortunately not Yzael. I just hope her final moments were really great. I mean, she did go out with a freaking bang. She took down an entire, like, skyscraper-sized airship. That's pretty dang cool.
Like the bad bitch that she was.
She was the baddest.
Heavensward's gonna keep giving us those punches.
I remember when I first went through, I'm like, how many people are gonna die before I can figure this out?
I remember when I first saw that cutscene for the first time, I was trying to get through the main scenario because I was still in college at the time. And I was like, man, I just gotta get through a little bit. And this is where it ended, where I had to go to school. And I thought about that cutscene over and over in my head. I was not great at school. Kept thinking about it. I was like, I gotta go home. I need to finish this.
Yeah, I think about around the time I was doing Quattrofon's theme, I was doing it in my basement, and I was like about to go to bed, and then I was sitting there like, well, I'm gonna go to bed sad, I guess. Well, unlike Wedge, I need to go to the bathroom, so... and I don't need to change my pants.
Well,
so you guys gonna go, like, you know, over here, nobody follow her.
Well, while Zuya goes to the bathroom, we have made it to the end of our video. So, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, because it really does help the video out. And if you want to support the series, why don't you hit that subscribe button, yo? So that way you'll be notified the next time that you will be notified when we go live. So, next time, we will be exploring Azzy's Law, and hopefully find the Archbishop and the Ascians and the Garleans. Everyone's here. So, hope to see you then.